Good morning, everyone. I do this all the time. I go live and then I realize I don't have my volume turned up. So I'm going to turn my volume up all the way. That's what you hear, all the little clickings going on. So, welcome to a brand new week. Brand new week, third week in March of 2022. The energies of what's going on this month is kind of chaotic. You're probably feeling that. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of movement energetically within the vacuum of the body. And I say that with like such admiration and respect for our bodies. But I think of our bodies often as a vacuum, right? This is the vacuum that's housing everything and it's being stored and it's within the vacuum of our bodies, it's within our bodies. And when these emotions are at the whim of the universal energies, it can feel chaotic. Like it can feel like you just imagine a vacuum with all of these different things, these emotions moving around and getting stirred up and not knowing where to go, not knowing how to escape, knowing how to care for itself. And that's really the title of this live today, the first action step to moving out of what's comfortable, getting out of our comfort zone and stepping into the unknown, stepping into creation, stepping into what it is that you want to do, be, and have in this world. So if you are joining me live, I'd love to know who you are. You can comment down below and I'll send you some love, or even on the replay as well. So let's definitely talk about that. I'm definitely going to talk about the first action step. And I'm going to preface it by talking about the universal energies of today. These energies are present. They are ever present. It's kind of like the weather, right? We're either at the whim of the weather, if it's really windy day and we've gone out in a tank top and shorts and flip-flops and nothing else and we're getting wind burned, or we can know the universal energies that are coming in and we can prepare for it. We can bring a windbreaker, we can wear socks, we can know what's coming in and we can go within. We can choose to utilize and leverage the energies of the universe in order to create our own destiny, in order to create our own life that we really desire. So every morning before I even open my eyes, something that I've done for a really long time is meditate. And one of the things that I started doing within the last maybe year-ish is before I even go into meditation, before I even open my eyes, I feel into the energies of the universe. So as an advanced quantum numerologist, I understand the universal energies that are coming in. And then I also understand my own divine blueprint. I understand my energy. I understand who I am in the world as well. And so, of course, when I come in here and I talk about the universal energies, this is always coming from my perception. And I share it with you. And then this is what I do with my clients. I read their divine code so that they can then utilize the energies of the universe for their own perception and creation as well. So I'm going to share a little story, and it might seem a little silly, but this morning I woke up and I felt into the energy of the day. And what I saw, I'm very visual in my meditations and my visualizations when I'm channeling. I've kind of moved away from saying as a medium or a psychic, I don't really resonate with that anymore because it's beyond that. It's just allowing myself to be an open vessel and allow any messages that want to come through to come through. So one of the first things that I heard first was trust yourself. Remember how important it is. Hey, Rosalie, remember how important it is to trust yourself first. That was the first thing that I heard this morning. And it was almost visual in the way that this came through. It was a very soft blue color that came through with this message. And so whenever I feel or I hear these messages, I know it's meant for me to speak out loud, right? Speaking of these emotions that move through the vacuum of our body, when we hold on to these messages and we don't actually acknowledge them in the way that we live our lives, or that we speak them out loud into our communities, into our families, into, whomever it might be, they get stuck and they get stagnant and they will appear physically in the body. And so it's really fascinating that I have two in particular, three clients actually, that are having skin issues. Stuff is coming out physically on their skin. And so my advice for them this morning was to go within. And that's really the first action step to getting out of your comfort zone, to getting out of what's known. And creating the life that you really desire, whatever that might be. And so the first action step, ask yourself, what is this that I'm experiencing? Am I in coherence with my heart and mind? And so many of us, and myself included, for years walk around not understanding that my mind is saying one thing, my heart is saying another, and they are speaking a different language, not to one another. In fact, I had this thought yesterday that we can remove the brain from the body and it will physically die. We can remove the heart from the physical body and it will die. But if the mind and the heart are physically alive and not speaking to one another, it's a spiritual death. It's a death of purpose because the head is doing one thing, the heart is doing another. They're both going on about their way. And this shows up in ways of like, well, I'm too afraid to do that, or I don't think I could possibly say that, or I don't think that I could actually start my own business, or I don't think I could spend more time building my own business, whatever it might be, right? Spending the time to go work on myself, whether it's in the Pilates studio or in the gym or whatever it might be, because I need to get the email list done instead. So that's the heart and the mind not speaking to one another. So that brings me back to my Dalmatian that I saw. When I first saw this Dalmatian, I didn't understand what it meant. And this really speaks into the first action step. So if you were to just right now, as long as you're in a safe place to do so, meaning that you're not driving or, whatever. I always think of like hanging Christmas lights, but it's not even around Christmas time. But as long as you're in a safe place to do so, what I'd invite you to do is really ground yourself. So place your feet firmly on the ground. You can close your eyes. And kinesthetically, if we bring the hands over the heart, you can stack hand over hand. And then the hands on the heart. And just feel into the essence of you. When we remove the seen world, when we take away the visual sight, and we go within and just notice and just ask yourself, when I ask you this question, just notice what comes up for you. Do I value me over the outside world? And the spirit, the heart, the soul will always throw forward just a few words, colors, people. It will seem so simple, like the black and white Dalmatian that I saw. And then as I went deeper into the meditation, you can open your eyes if you close them. Whatever came up for you, maybe even just jot it down. The ego will take over after a while, like about 4 words. I say the ego will start to fill in all the blanks. But the heart, the soul, the mind, the spirit, however you resonate with that, will throw forward just a couple of things, maybe 3 things. So the black and white was speaking into the 2 of diamonds energy today. The 2 of diamonds is asking you first and foremost, what do you value? Do you value yourself first? Do you value your body? Do you value who you are first before attempting to make connections in the world, before looking outward? So just when you close your eyes and you go within, are you valuing yourself first and foremost? And when you do, all of these magical connections just appear before you, people and situations. It just does. This is the universal energy of today. But when you close your eyes and you go within, and if you ask yourself, am I valuing me? And if the answer was anything other than hell yes, take a breath, give yourself permission to just let that be whatever it is. You're aware, you're in awareness, you are aware of where you are. And honestly, when I asked myself that, what I heard back right now when I did this all with you was yes and more, please. Please continue to, I'm in the momentum of it. Please continue to come back within, because I have openly shared that I am going through different things in my life. And it feels like these different like sectors that are all attempting to fit together one another. But this is me getting out of my comfort zone, because where I'm going, I've never been before. So if you keep doing the same thing, right? If you keep answering all of the same emails and you keep staying in the corporate job, or you keep doing the same diet and the same workout routine and whatever it might be, you're going to keep getting the same answers, the same results over and over and over again. Yep. Don't want that anymore, right? Clear that out. But it's only when we're willing to get really uncomfortable, when we're ready to, in what the Mastering the Brain game that I teach, we talk about it as in this energetic fence. It's this fence that we've built around ourselves. And it feels really safe to be inside this energetic fence because as soon as we kind of push up against it, it's unknown, right? It's almost like a little zap, like, I don't know. I don't know. So we think that because it's unknown and because there's some confusion that comes up and some I'm just not sure, right? Just the unknown of like it can appear as like, well, I just don't know how to do it right, or someone else is probably doing it already. That's your energetic fence. You are meant to press up against it. You are meant to move through it. You're meant to walk into it, knowing that once you do, on the other side is your freedom. On the other side is the community that you're wanting to call in. On the other side is knowing that there are so many people that need to hear your message, right? Those are the clients that I work with, and speaking in divine code, they really lead with the heart. They are so empathic. They feel the love in the world. They want to be the change in the world. They intellectually know that they're meant to be in community. They intellectually know that they're meant to speak in teachings and communities is like the word that keeps coming to mind. They have a massive message to share. They also can really feel this valuation of moving outside of their bodies and placing what other people think and feel about them greater than themselves. And then stuff shows up physically manifested in their body. So that's the message for today. Um, that black and white dolphin, that black and white Dalmatian, the two of diamonds. So go inward. The diamond always recommends it. Refers to the diamond refers to the physical world. So what we can see, what we can hold, right? The physical body, the money, the finances. So what are you valuing? Are you valuing you first and foremost? Are you valuing your opinion? Are you valuing what you want to do first? Or are you looking on the outside of you? Are you letting your boss or your kids or your partner or whomever it might be on the outside tell you you've got to get this done first? And then once you do that, you can have, right, free time, whatever it might be. Two of diamonds, it's pretty powerful. It's a very black and white energy. It's, are you going to choose this or that? Right. So me doing this live right now, I had this in me, this energy of like, go do a live, go talk about this right now, because I have my own list of to-dos for the day. But first and foremost, get this energy out of me, speak my truth into the world. So yeah, if you are being called to anything that I teach, which is so vast, right? If you're interested in the numbers, if you're interested in just getting a divine blueprint, I'm offering for a limited time. And maybe I can open up for just 3 more people right now. I opened it up last Friday as well, Friday before last. I'm offering a 30-minute divine blueprint reading, which means that we can look at your numbers and we can see where you're at. What season of your life are you at? Or we can look at your karma. What karmas did you come here in this body to clear? So you can choose like one main topic. We can really go deep in this 30 minutes. And I'll put the link down below if that's something you'd like to do. Yeah, lots coming through. One image that I keep getting is almost like the two eyes coming together is as in one, but not in like a third eye divine kind of way, in being very focused on one linear path. So it's almost like, here's the vision I'm getting: one eye being closed, one eye being open, losing depth perception, and being so focused on one narrow path that it closes you off from all of the other possibilities. So that's just, it's a little bit of a, where am I on this path? Have I been so focused on, I have to get to X, Y, and Z in order to have A, B, C? Or am I open to the possibilities? Am I willing to allow me to close both eyes and go within and value myself, and to know that the path that my mind has been telling me I have to do in order to get what I desire might not actually be the path? Maybe what it is my mind is asking me to come down into the heart, drop into my body. Right? That's what I do, is I help people connect their minds, their bodies, their hearts, their souls together. So they're all speaking together. And when they do, magic, that's when life starts to unfold. So that's my gift. I really help heart-driven spiritual entrepreneurs come into a divine alignment with themselves so they can call in the life that they are desiring. Oh, that feels good to say out loud. And clearing out for myself as well. So, yeah, I'll drop the link down below if you'd like to be one of the 3 people that I'm opening up these 30-minute blueprint readings for. I invite you to do that, and then we can have a call and conversation after that 30 minutes and see if any of the other teachings that I offer could be for you as well. All right, everyone, have an amazing day. Enjoy this connections energy that's coming through the 2 of diamonds with the 2 energy. And I can see right now I've got 2 people live and 2 people that have hearted this live. So 2's everywhere. The 2 is asking you to come into connection. But first and foremost, always within, with your divine soul. All right, everyone, have an amazing day.